Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean,
Alright.
and this is Everyday Food Reviews, and today we've got a Rockstar flavour review.
Yep, we're looking at two flavours. We've got Rockstar Punched Sour Raspberry.
And Rockstar Punched Sour Bubble Burst.
So these, we're not expecting to be new flavours as it happens. It seems as though they've just rebranded the Supersours drinks, the Supersours Blue Raspberry and Supersours Bubble Burst, as punched instead, which is weird because traditionally punched are the ones with fruit juice. These have fruit concentrates as colours, but
And didn't they used to be like full sugar and now they're half sugars?
yeah. So the ages ago, the super sours were like 13 grams of sugar per 100 ml, and then they cut the sugar in half, and then they revamped them and made them all 200 milligrams of caffeine. So we've done a video of this one at 200 milligrams of caffeine. I don't think we've actually done a video on this one at all.
No.
That's assuming it's the same drink. It could be completely different with it being called punched. Which one do you want to start with?
This one, because we feel like we've had it before.
Yeah.
Or should we have gone for the raspberry to keep people interested in our stupidly long videos?
I don't know. I think the people who are interested in them are going to be interested in them regardless. If we can't put them off any other way, like the order of the drinks isn't going to put them off, I'd have thought.
So I'll be honest, I can't really remember this flavour like last time, but I don't drink it all that much, so...
I get this one pretty much most times I see it, because you don't see it a lot. Cheers.
Cheers.
And I do like it a lot. But it's £1.19 now, 200 milligrams of caffeine. It's the Rockstar brand. I think this is the first time we've done a video on the new Rockstar branding at all. The new can designs, now that Bar's not making them anymore. And the £1.19 price
Pepsi now, aren't
mark.
they?
Pepsi, yeah. So yeah, it tastes just the same as last time we looked at it with since they upped it to 200 milligrams of caffeine. Probably is the same, it's just not made in the same place, but they'll be making it to the same recipe, I thought. But they've rebranded it as punched, and why they've done that is completely beyond me. But it's still a nice drink. Oh. This one's one of John's favourite flavours. Sour Blue Raspberry. It's traditionally...
Oh, it's not a blue raspberry.
Oh, sour raspberry. I think it used to be called blue raspberry.
Oh.
It's in a blue and purple can and it's raspberry. It's basically blue raspberry. But yeah, they kept this. They released the Rockstar XD Power. Cheers. And they had a blue raspberry flavour and an apple flavour, neither of which were as good as the Super Sours, but they kept this around and they binned off the Super Sours apple, which was really quite amazing. Yeah, it smells just the same. It smells a little bit like the blueberry pomegranate in a Kai one.
What I think's happened is Pepsi saw our video on when we did the sour blue raspberry or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Seen that I was sick of blue raspberry flavours, or they've seen our videos. Thought, you know what, to get John on board, because he's a Pepsi fan.
He is.
You know, and he's fickle like that.
Yeah.
We'll drop the blue from the name.
We'll just put it in a blue can and call it sour raspberry.
Yeah, call it punch. Sour raspberry, won't have a clue.
No.
What they didn't do, though, was drop the sourness.
It's not as sour as it used to be, and therefore not as nice as it used to be. But...
It sounds like it's a lot nicer than it used to be then.
For a sour flavour, it's very sweet. It's quite a sort of natural raspberry flavour, though, all things considered.
Sourness aside, or, you know, the slightly sourness it's got aside, it's a nice flavour.
I can't say if it's the same as the old one, because, like I say, anywhere that sells this, or sells the old sour blue raspberry version of this, usually has the sour bubble burst, or the super sours, and I would always just pick up that. So... It's a little bit... I have had this before, or the old version of this, but I can't really say because I didn't have it enough to be able to say.
The issue that I have is that they're just not a patch on the tropical guava. I love that flavour.
The purple one?
Yeah.
I think...
Purple and yellow one.
See, I find that one really sour, funnily enough.
Oh, I think it's absolutely incredible. And not sour at all, just super sweet.
Who was it on Discord who agreed with you? Because there would have only been one person. Was it Rizzo?
Could have been. Well, it could have been Scotty, maybe.
I've got a feeling it was Rizzo who agreed with you. It seems like a Rizzo thing to do. Agree with John.
Nah.
Yeah, I think they're both fine.
They're still both solid energy drinks. Just because it's not to my taste. If you like Rockstar and you like quite soury flavours, you're gonna love these. And with the extra kick of 200 milligrams of caffeine, you're not gonna go wrong.
Yeah, I just don't know why they call them punched. Because you're going to expect it to be a lot more fruity or juicy than it is.
Do you think that's to try and get in on Monster's every other kind of drink now being punched?
Quite possibly.
Just to try and compete and get back in the market, because when I think of punched, I'm thinking Ripper.
That's juiced.
It is, but it's just, it's the same thing really. The juiced and the punched. Yeah. Pipeline punch, Pacific.
Pacific punch.
Pacific punch, yeah.
Mixed punch.
Mixed punch. That is.
Like, I would hope that that's not what they're trying to do. I would think that it probably is, but if it is, I think it's very cynical of them, because when Monster say punched, you know what to expect: something thick, 70 grams of sugar in the can, and. Well, I mean, at the time, you'd say full of fruit juice, but now between 5 and 20% fruit juice. But still, it's going to taste thick and juicy.
Like when we did Mango Loco to El Mango.
Yeah.
There was a distinct difference.
But this isn't that. So all it's going to do is just disappoint a lot of people who are buying. Like, people like me are going to think, is it any different? Why would they change the name? People who haven't bought Rockstar before, who see that and think punch,
like myself,
they're going to buy it and just be disappointed.
Like if they didn't call it sour raspberry,
yeah,
it was just blue raspberry, and I saw a punch, I was like, oh, try that.
Yeah,
and I'd just be a bit, no difference.
Exactly.
So yeah, they're still relatively solid, but they've really not changed from the older versions.
No, since they changed it to 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah,
just 20p more expensive.
I thought they went to 129, didn't they, at one point?
Only the full sugar ones, like the Baja Juice Del Mango.
And then I think they've come back down to 119 now, some of those.
I don't think so. I think when you see them, they're still 129.
There was something that I was chatting to Adam in the shop about, and he said some of the Rockstars that were at 129 have come down in price.
Oh, maybe.
And I think some of the others have gone up.
Maybe they have then. I don't know.
Maybe it was one of the Exdurances or something. Or the fully loaded. Oh, it could have been the fully loaded.
Okay.
Because I think it was...
That was 129.
And have they half sugared it now?
No, the fully loaded was half sugared before it was fully loaded. The fully loaded is the old version of the blueberry pomegranate and acai Exdurance. And then they halved the sugar, and then they brought out fully loaded, which was like the original recipe from before they halved the sugar.
I'll re-look into it and find out where I'm going wrong, and then maybe it'll just appear in monthly review.
Yeah.
So, but on that note...
Can't imagine it's terribly important, to be honest. No. It's just that they seem all over the place at the moment. They're trying to, unify the brand, but at the same time, they seem to be diverging it and making pointless decisions, like calling it punched. It's potentially concerning. But then, when was the last time we had a new drink from them? It would have been the mango one.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago.
Maybe it's just something of a redesign. And maybe going forward, when a new flavour does come out,
it'll fit better into these lines that they've made.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because, we'll give Pepsi the benefit of the doubt in some way that they've just took over a company. Obviously, they want to change some things to better suit their branding. So that makes the can design makes sense.
Yeah.
However, when they bring out a new flavour, that's when the test will be on, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just wait and see.
Yeah. So on that note, I think it's time to end. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.